I know I've been away for a while, life happened, but Doctor Who did something that broke my brain, and I had to talk about it. So, Billie Piper, who once played Rose Tyler, yes, Rose Tyler, just became the Doctor. Not a companion anymore, the Doctor. And this lazy placeholder of a choice has had the internet in a complete meltdown. I am guessing the wibbly wobbly madness that Doctor Who is did not interest enough people. So they gave us a regeneration that has literally everyone talking. Ncuti Gatwa's 15th Doctor is gone, done, regenerated. And the face that emerged from that golden energy, Billie freaking Piper. The same Billie Piper who made us all fall in love with Doctor Who 20 years ago. The same Rose Tyler who absorbed the time vortex and became the bad wolf. She's back. She's the Doctor. The script has been flipped. The canon has been cannonballed. Nobody saw this coming, though many did see Gatwa going. Let us start with the elephant in the TARDIS. Ncuti Gatwa's exit. While he has not had the shortest run as the Doctor, I can say one thing with certainty. Gatwa got robbed. 2 seasons, 2. And the man never even faced the Daleks. And that finale? The reality war? Don't even get me started. The longer runtime did finally give some breathing space, but hardly any. They crammed a regeneration, the return of Omega and the Rani, plus some confusing subplot about Poppy's existence into those 66 minutes. It wasn't just a narrative sprint, it was a plotline pile-up. It was like watching someone try to fit a swimming pool into a short glass. And why even have the Rani bi-generated? After building up one character, we see someone else be the villain. And once again, we have left so many threads dangling. If his first season felt like great episodes in service of many half-baked arcs, this one felt like a rush to a lackluster, dare I say lazy, finish. We were only now getting to know the 15th. He finally got his Doctor speech and he turned out to be his last episode as the Doctor. Yes, the fans and the haters are right. Gatwa's Doctor lacked depth. He was too emotional, or a little too human. When you only get 8 episode seasons instead of the classic 13, and each episode has a set non-negotiable time limit, there's literally no time for the quieter character moments. The moments that make us fall in love with the Doctor. Remember when 10 had an entire episode worth of time to just talk to Martha about bananas? Or when 11 got to be genuinely alien and weird for a whole story arc? Gatwa never got that luxury. Every episode had to be event television. And that regeneration scene, it was filmed in reshoots. Why? Because nobody knew if the Disney deal was getting renewed, and a star of the stature of Ncuti Gatwa could not put things on hold waiting. So Gatwa didn't just get a short run, he got a corporate short run. His Doctor was basically a casualty of streaming wars. 15 wasn't just fighting monsters, he was fighting for screen time against boardroom decisions. And in his final moments, the final moments of the reality war, a golden regeneration energy swirled around him and out stepped Billie Piper. A regeneration that sent the entire fandom into chaos. Twitter, or what Musk insists on calling X, crashed. Reddit melted down. My grandmother called me to ask if this was real, and she doesn't even watch Doctor Who. But here's why this isn't just random stunt casting, and may actually be genius. Remember the Bad Wolf? Of course you do. Rose Tyler absorbing the time vortex, becoming this cosmic entity that could manipulate time and space itself. Well, the Ninth Doctor absorbed that energy from her to save her life. He absorbed it into himself, and it triggered his regeneration into Tennant. But what if What if that energy still had an imprint of Rose Tyler? What if it's been dormant in the TARDIS all this time? Not too different from what Sutek was doing on the outside. Think about it. Gatwa's doctor, right before regenerating, pours his energy directly into the TARDIS console. The bad wolf energy. That cosmic force that Rose became gets awakened. And it chooses a familiar form, Rose's form. This isn't just Rose Tyler with a sonic screwdriver. This is the bad wolf entity. The same power that scattered those worlds across time and space to save the Doctor. Now becoming the Doctor, I believe temporarily. The lore implications are insane. We are not just getting nostalgia bait, we are getting 20 years of mythology coming full circle. It's either the ultimate fan service or the ultimate narrative gamble. Okay, I'm not a big fan of this concept of temporary doctors, and given that the Tennant Doctor is still out there somewhere, we may end up completely derailing the mythology rather than building it up. Now let's talk about something that's got everyone speculating. Those end credits. Instead of the usual Billie Piper as the Doctor, it just said introducing Billie Piper. Introducing. After 20 years in the universe, that's not an accident. That's a clue. RTD states clearly, Billie once changed the whole of television back in 2005 and now she's done it again. But quite how and why and who is a story yet to be told. Who is a story yet to be told? Not what happens next. Who? As in, who is this person? And Billie herself, when asked about it, she said fans will have to wait to find out who, how, why and when. Again, who? I think we are looking at something unprecedented here. Not just a companion becoming the Doctor, but the Doctor becoming something entirely new. Maybe she is not technically the 16th Doctor. Maybe she is the Bad Wolf Doctor. Maybe she exists outside the normal regeneration cycle entirely. 14th Doctor proved that the show can break its own rules. By generation, nobody saw that coming either. This could be bigger. So the £1,000,000 question is this permanent or are we looking at another David Tennant situation? Tennant gave us 3 specials as 14, boom, bang, done. And honestly, that's probably what we are getting here. Billie herself mentioned returning one more time. That doesn't sound like a 3-season commitment. This had to be a short film to work at all. Think about it. RTD is already getting criticism for playing his greatest hits. Bringing back Tennant, bringing back Catherine Tate and now Billie. If she stayed for multiple seasons, it would look like he's completely out of fresh ideas. But a short, explosive arc to resolve the Bad Wolf storyline once and for all, that is not nostalgia pandering, that's storytelling completion. It's giving closure to one of the revival's most important mythologies, while setting up whatever comes next. Plus, let's be real, the Disney deal is shaky, ratings are weird, and the show needs a massive cultural movement right now. Billie Piper as the Doctor is that movement. Now, not everyone is happy about this. I have seen the comments, some fans are furious. This is disrespectful to Rose's memory. Doctor would never take on a companion's face. This is just desperate nostalgia bait. I get it, I really do. The romantic connection between Ten and Rose makes this feel complicated. The Doctor taking on the face of someone he loved could feel obsessive, even creepy. Hello, sweetie. But what if that's the point? What if this regeneration isn't about the Doctor choosing Rose's face, but about the universe or the TARDIS itself forcing the Doctor to confront unresolved feelings? The 12th Doctor chose a face to remind himself to save people. The Regeneration was about healing trauma. Maybe the Wolf Doctor is about facing the parts of himself that the Doctor has been running from for 15 years. And you know what? Even if some fans hate it, everyone is talking about it. When was the last time Doctor Who dominated social media like this? When was the last time your non-Whovian friends were asking you about regeneration mechanics? Love it or hate it, this is event television. This is Doctor Who being unmissable again. What it does with this attention is a different story altogether. Here's my prediction. Billie Piper will be the Doctor for exactly as long as it takes to resolve the Bad Wolf storyline. Maybe 3 specials, maybe a short season. Just long enough to explore what it means for this cosmic entity to inhabit the Doctor's role, to confront the unfinished business between Rose and the Doctor, and to set up whatever completely bonkers direction the show goes next. She is, after all, a god, and with powers that rival the Pantheon. The 15th Doctor said, "I wish we had longer." Well, maybe now, in a way, he does. Maybe Rose Tyler, the girl who saved the universe by looking into the heart of the TARDIS, gets to save it again by becoming that heart. Maybe that's not just good television, maybe that's perfect television. No? Am I just being toxically positive about a step too far? Well, share your thoughts below and subscribe for more chit chat.